Hey y'all, this is Brian, and you're watching Today's going to be a different kind of video. I'm introducing a new piece of equipment, and but I did want to give some background. This is old Gertrude. This is my work truck. I've had Gertrude for about 14 years. And I want to talk about her a minute, and then I'm going to introduce you to a new piece of equipment we bought. But anyway, before we get into it though, be sure and click the like button, subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You know the jargon, you know the spiel, you know the drill. So just do it and join the family. So anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about old Gertrude. Gertrude is a 1996 Ford F-150 four-wheel drive. She's equipped with the 5.8 liter V8 and the E40D transmission. And this particular truck has a Dana transfer case. It's not aluminum, it's a Dana. It's made of steel. And this truck weighs, full of gas, it weighs about 5,960 pounds. She's very heavy. I mean, very heavy. But anyway, I was driving her last week, and I was on a railroad track. And when I was sitting on that railroad track, I had my trailer behind me going to a job, and the caution light started coming down, the cross light started coming down, and I looked, and there was a railroad maintenance truck coming down the track. Well, there was traffic lined up, and I had to get off the track somehow. So I cranked the wheel hard to the right, and I gooched it. And and gooching in the southern language means I floored it. And when I did, I kind of started to the right, and about halfway through, I felt something give way. I didn't know what it was, but I discovered what it was later. I broke the motor mount on the driver's side. I had to limp it to my next job, and then I had to limp it home. Well, I put it in the shop. It was in the shop for 2 days, and while it was in the shop, they discovered that both motor mounts were broke. And I'm starting to have to spend quite a bit of money, not big amounts of money, but more regularly. I'm starting to have to spend money on Gertrude, and I've made a decision. It was time to pass the torch and upgrade my rolling stock. What's going to happen with Gertrude? Everybody's been asking me. Well, I'm passing Gertrude. My daddy gave me my first car, and I've never forgotten it. I'm passing Gertrude down to Nate. Nate was about 4 years old when we bought Gertrude, and he's wanted this truck ever since. Now, she's dirty, she's got some dings and dents and stuff, but she still runs good. But she's getting a little tired from pulling the equipment and going from job to job and stuff like that. So you've seen Gertrude before. I'm not going to waste any time, walking around it. You've seen it before. If you haven't, check out those videos. They're really interesting and they're really fun. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you through the magic of YouTube what we purchased. Bam! This is what we upgraded to, guys. Meet Clifford. You've heard of Clifford the Big Red Dog? Well, this is Clifford the Big Red Truck. Flossie named it that, so, because I've always had names for my vehicles, but she named this one. This is Clifford the Big Red Truck. Yes, I stayed with Ford. I've always owned Fords. I've had very good success with Fords. Not saying that any other brand is bad. I'm just saying I've had good success with Fords. But anyway, I'm going to take you on a quick tour. This is not going to be a long, drawn-out process. And then I'm going to take you for a ride down the road inside of Clifford. But anyway, Clifford is a 2014. I didn't buy anything brand new. Clifford's 8 years old. He's got 144,000 miles on him versus Gertrude with almost 239,000. So that's quite a bit of difference. Gertrude has the old school 5.8 liter Windsor engine. This one has the 5 liter Coyote engine. From the factory, Gertrude produced 205 horsepower and about 280 foot-pounds of torque. Well, this truck produces 395 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque. So even though you got less cubic inches and less liters, you've got almost double the power with less gas. Oh, and by the way, Gertrude, if I drive her really, 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 really easy, I mean feathering it and just letting it take its time gaining speed, I might get, this is a big might, I might get 9 miles to the gallon. If I drive it like you drive any other vehicle at any day of the week, it drops down to about 7 to 7.5. And if I'm in heavy stop, start, go traffic, it drops down to about 5 miles to the gallon. But this one, it gets about, I'd say on a bad day, 12 miles to the gallon pulling my trailer. And that's quite a bit of difference. Now, Gertrude only has an 18-gallon tank. This one has a 36-gallon tank. That's quite a bit of difference too. Now, I've got the camera in my hand. As you can see, that right there is one of my Christmas presents. Yes, I am a Carolina Hurricanes fan. I am a hockey fanatic. But anyway, Clifford's a little dirty right now. But as you can see, it's four-wheel drive. No, it does not have, he does not have a lift kit. That is the factory setting. And it is a 4-door. I bought a 4-door because I wanted the family to be able to ride in it. And with Gertrude being a one-seater, that wasn't possible. But anyway, I meant to mention, I forgot to. This is an XLT F-150. And it's got, those are the tires it had on it when I bought it. Those are Mickey Thompson's. Yes, they roar going down the road, and I hate it, but it is what it is. And those are the rims that came on it, that was on it when I bought it. It has the chrome running boards. But here's one of the things that made me pick this truck over the other ones that I looked at. You see this right here? This airbag right here? This has got load assist airbags. And that is a big deal. Now, it also came with a bed liner. As you can see, there's some Christmas wrapping paper I hadn't took out yet. But anyway, I haven't put it in service yet because I just got the weighted tag. And in North Carolina, you have to have a weighted tag if you're pulling a load. But anyway, that's what Clifford looks like on the outside. It is 4x4, like I said. Now, I'm going to go crack the door and let you see what she looks like on the inside. Or what he looks like on the inside. Boys and girls, she's clean. Or he's clean. It came with the WeatherTech placemats. Or placemats, listen to me, they sound like a table. Floor mats. And he's very clean. I mean, very clean. Now, I have installed seat covers. I'll put a link in the description below for the seat covers that I got for him. I bought them off of Amazon. And the only thing that's wrong, if you could say wrong, air quotations with him, the latch right here to hold this thing closed is broke. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put me some Velcro right here and right there and make it match on here, and then it'll stay closed. You don't need a big piece. But I put that steering wheel cover on. The steering wheel is absolutely immaculate. It is in perfect condition. But I wanted to put that on there to protect it so it would stay that way. So I'm going to cut the camera off, and then we're going to walk around to the other side. Now, this truck is equipped with Sirius XM radio. It's got a CD player, right there's where you put the CD in. And it's got all this gadgetry here. I haven't really figured a lot of it out yet. But, oh, and it doesn't have dual exhaust like Gertrude does. But hopefully in the next week, that's going to be changing. I'm going to take the stock muffler off, and I'm going to be putting a MagnaFlow muffler on it, and I'll be running duals out the back. I like a truck with dual exhaust. I think it should have dual exhaust, and I'm going to put dual exhaust on it. But anyway, I'm going to fire it up. And as you can see on the odometer, if I can get it around here, it's got 144,537 miles. Your controls are right here. Here is your cruise control, the set and delete, and your what is this, resume. And then over here you've got your volume up and down for the radio, the back and forward on the CD player, and media, and you can even talk on the phone through this truck. Now guys, I'm going from a 1996 to a 2014. You want to talk about a learning curve? There is a definite learning curve with this truck. But anyway, I'm gonna get you out on the road and take you for a ride. Look, my neighbor across the street over there, they go all out for Christmas and decorating and everything like that. I started to put me a sign out right there pointing to their house saying ditto. Because I'm just so busy, I don't have time to decorate like we used to. But they, like I said, they go all out. I mean, you can't see it during the day, but the house is lit up red and green, and all the stuff outside's lit up and blowing and playing music and everything else. But anyway, I'm gonna take you for a quick ride in the truck in Clifford here. Whoa, Brian, get your seatbelt on, dude. Don't pull out on the road without that on. I'm just gonna set y'all right here. Well, no, I'm not. All right, now I got my seatbelt on, so let's roll. Now I'm gonna switch it to fuel economy, and it says I'm getting 13.3 miles to the gallon, but it updates ever so often, and the more you drive, the better it gets. I don't know if you can hear the tires, but they're already starting to roar. And she's got some power to her. I'm so used to saying she with Gertrude. It's going to take me a minute to get to call my truck a he. I know y'all might think that's foolish and kind of silly, but that's just something I picked up from my daddy, God rest his soul. Most of his vehicles were named Jitney. Daggone, they done cleared all that land right there out. I didn't even know it. I'm not talking about the one right in front of me. That's being cleared out. That's farmland right there. Farming fellas coming home from work. I'm talking about that land right there. Last time I was down here, which was about a month ago, all this land was wooded. They had done cleared it out. Now I'm at a dead stop. Now I'm gonna put the camera down here at the dashboard, and I'm just gonna go. See what I mean by it's got double the power of Gertrude? I mean, this, I have talked to several mechanics about these Coyote engines, and in my old school mindset, you know, you got less cubic inches, you don't have more power. But with the technology in these engines, man, I was so wrong. Oh, and I meant to tell you, this truck also is equipped with the 6-speed transmission, not the 10-speed. I looked at a couple of F-250s, but I did not like the fact that they had the 10-speed transmission, and this one was exactly what I wanted. Now, to tell you a little story, and I know I'm talking a lot, but I think it's important for you to understand why we got what we got. I've been looking at white trucks because I'm used to driving a white truck, and that's what all my customers and everybody around my area are used to seeing me in, is a white truck. And I had seen this truck on cars.com. If you're looking for a truck and you're anywhere near my area, go on there and look up Wendell Auto Brokers. That's where I found this truck at. If you've ever watched Lizard Lick Towing on TV, they're right beside Lizard Lick Towing. Literally, seriously. But anyway, I had seen this truck online several times, but I never would look at it because it was red. And then when Flossie sent it to me, and you know, sent me the link to it, I looked at it, I said, well, that's red. I don't really want a red truck. And she said, think about it, Brian. All of your equipment is black and red. And it was a light bulb moment, guys. I mean, literally, it was a light bulb moment. And so, you know, we decided to go look at it. It's not perfect. It's got a couple of dings in it. And like I said, it doesn't have dual exhaust. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with this truck. I had it checked out thoroughly. I checked it out myself diagnostically, and there's nothing wrong with it. But anyway, I'm going to cut it off right here, guys. Hold on a minute. I'm going to switch the camera. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I haven't been posting much content, and I'll just be honest with you and tell you why. As a lot of you know, my mama passed away. She passed away October 12th. And my heart just ain't been in YouTube. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know any other way to be. It broke my heart. My mama was very sick. I'm not going to go into any details because that's not important. My mama was sick, and I miss her greatly. But you know, I'm trying to get back in the saddle. You know, my daddy always taught me, if you get knocked down, you dust yourself off and you get right back up and you keep going. And when you lose your mama and you lose I lost my dad in 2010, and my dad was my hero. When I lost my mama, that was even harder. But anyway, if you've enjoyed the content of this video, please consider subscribing, click that notification bell, and click the like button, please. This is Brian with Big South Outdoors TV, reminding you to live big, live Southern, and live outdoors. Have a happy New Year, folks.